Welcome to ScrapFest 15.
ScrapFest, I think, changed my life. I know it absolutely did. Just like welding changed my life, just like having my son changed my life. ScrapFest has become this artistic tradition for me. My mom was an organic gardener from like the time that I was pretty much born for up until like 5 years. We stayed out in the garden a lot and I was always picking beans and playing with bugs. When I start to put all the pieces together, it does make sense that from the very beginning, I was always making something with my hands, always. I think that is a huge part of my life. I have to constantly be doing something with my hands or I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I think self-doubt for me really stemmed from when I was a kid, right? So I was like super heavy, made fun of often. I would like laugh too loud and and they're just, kids are just mean. And I think that just like affected me. I'm like a sensitive. And I was like, that's not nice. We like joke around about it. I'm crying about it right now just because I'm emotional. It is kind of like the joke that there is like the little inner child. Like I have like an inner chubby Theresa that's like scared of everything. Like I'm busy worrying about how a sculpture looks before it's even made. It's already like not good enough. So yeah, then you just kind of don't really like work on stuff. I can be absolutely my worst enemy. Yeah, self-doubt's rough.
It's her self-doubt and it's not good enough that, really holds her back. And let's face it, she's a procrastinator. So when you say you take all this stuff home and you got 3 weeks, that in itself is, she's a free spirit. Putting a time constraint on, somebody like that, well, the pressure starts off right out of the gate. She loves it, but she would love to just make it just right and have as long as she needs. And it's not like that. So to be able to figure that out is the trick. And I'm glad that she stuck it out, because it's like the first year is, I'm not doing this anymore. And then she's doing it. And then the second year is, I'm not doing this anymore. And then, she's doing it. So it's good. And I think it's helping her grow.
I am constantly learning about myself, and I know that like I struggle with like 90% of the task I can usually do, but then when I get down to like the last 10%, it takes forever. I have so many projects and so many drawings, and even my ideas are unfinished at times. They're like half put together. I have a lot of sculptures in here that need to be worked on, that need to be finished, that need to be changed. They're kind of all little works of progress. My partner and I, we care for about 1,600 trees. I get really excited seeing all the little baby apples. Just how really something out of nothing occurs. That just in general, like in nature, that's just life. Nature just knows how to do stuff. Trees just know how to grow. So when I'm out there, I'm also just like really looking at this little tiny baby apple, and I just like looking at it. You can tell when it's been pollinated because the petals will start to die, but it gets just a little bit more plump and it gets kind of this rosy color to it. So exciting. It's going to be an apple. When I'm looking at the blossoms, I'm thinking of the possibilities. There you are, standing, looking at all the potential. It gets really exciting. Sometimes overwhelming a little bit. Sometimes I don't know where to start. I went into ScrapFest knowing what I was going to make, and so I know roughly about how much structural stuff I'm going to need, or the part that goes over the structural part that creates the form. Those are just like the two primary things that I like really look for, and I kind of have an idea of what it's going to be when I see it. So it's how I'm going to do it is the exciting part. All that self-sabotage, negative talk, I don't have time for that. It doesn't give me the space that I need to be like the version of myself that makes things more difficult. I don't have time for that. It teaches me that there is a part of me that exists in here that like I can get stuff done fast and efficiently, and I'm good at it. It forces me to be the artist. Sometimes don't give myself space to be. As I got older and into high school and stuff, and school and social and everything, I think obviously nature wasn't as neat anymore. But when I got into high school, my art teacher, Autumn Campbell, she had done this thing called NOLS. It's the National Outdoor Leadership School. As soon as I graduated, I went to the Southwest backpack, the Gila Wilderness, and then was on the Rio for a while. It was like a 3-month-long program, and that definitely set my roots for, I really like being outside, and I like the quiet that is there, and I love listening to birds. It's the best, and trees are amazing. They really are. Yeah, nature's like, it's comforting. NOLS was it was really amazing, and I found this nature, and I was surrounded by nature, and I was like up with the sun and sleeping when it went down, and everything just made sense. So when I got back home from NOLS, it was like serious culture shock.
When she got back, it was just really difficult to readjust to the hustle and bustle and the jobs and the people, and all she wanted to do was really escape.
I think like I hid in drugs. Like I think it made it more palatable, I guess, being high all the time, honestly. For like 2 years, just nosedived. I guess. Yeah, when I was 19, I went to rehab.
At the time, it was terrible. But now I see, how lucky we were that we didn't lose her. And it says a tremendous amount that she's sober, because there's so many that can't keep fighting. An addict, when you have addiction, it's always lurking around the corner. It's always waiting just outside the door.
I was grateful for my mother's strength, because her, grit is what, kept me clean and got my life back on track.
There's a certain amount of, you have to conform a little bit to this life. But I hope that her escape can be, her art. And that's where she can find solace.
This year, I'm not going to worry about what other people are thinking. I'm not going to make this for anyone but myself. So when I was initially doing that sketch for that woman, I was really excited, and then it just it started to lose its luster for me a little bit. I guess you could say it was bland, and I wanted something that would move people a little bit more. To make good art, it has to be off just a little bit for me. I don't want it to make sense completely. I want it to be a little bit different than what is normal, because that's interesting. Welding saved my life. It gave me a greater purpose, and it was also an outlet at the same time. It gave me hope that I could build something and that I was good at something. The possibilities are endless. There's so many different routes and choices that things can go. It's exciting. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's really hot and it hurts and it can be really frustrating and things are heavy. It's just really rewarding. It's good. And, that plays right into what people who struggle with addictions and stuff have. It's an instant gratification situation. And with welding, it's the fruits of your labor are very much right there. And it's an immersive creative experience. I love it a lot. There's also just this buildup that's been happening when I am emotional, or things are happening that I don't do anything, and so that creative energy builds around that. I think that's why I'm so grateful for ScrapFest. It's just you don't have time to doubt yourself. You just have to go on and make it. It takes these downsides, these ebbs in my life. Most often this anguish is because something needs to change in my life. So then I make that change, and then that space frees up and I can create again. With the apple trees. They for sure have 4 seasons of fruit and producing, and they go quiet and you make a change to them and they undergo a transformation. If there wasn't that period of dormancy, they wouldn't produce fruit. There's qualities about my personality and myself that I change, and move and fix and add on to definitely comes out in my art. I have no idea where I would be if I didn't have art. Like, if I wasn't able to like live this beautiful life that I have, I don't think I'd be here. I don't think I would be alive. But I really struggle doing the same thing every single day. I really, really struggle with that. I could never work in an office. I've tried all different kinds of jobs. And if I didn't have a place where I knew that what I was doing was creating good, because I think all art creates good, it's an experience. Yeah, I'd really wonder what my purpose was. It's kind of all led to this, I guess. Getting sober, welding. I think in my artistic journey, I'm just getting started. And I say that because I could have spent far more time pursuing my art career. I could spend way more time doing that, and I haven't. I want to leave something that lasts for a really long time. To move as many people as I possibly can with art and make them think about things that they wouldn't have necessarily thought about. And I think that is why I quite possibly choose to do things about the environment, nature, or I always have hands in my sculptures. Faces. People are important. I think taking care of our environment is important. I think growing things is important, whether that's yourself or an apple tree. I think ScrapFest just gave me the courage to keep pursuing this. I think having a bunch of giant metal sculptures and my kid being well taken care of, I think, that's where I want to end up.